Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. All right, we got a early birds.
We do.
Good morning. I hope everybody's feeling great or
Fabulous.
greater. Miss Lydia, how are you?
I'm
How's
doing
the trip
fabulous.
going? Yeah.
Fantastic. We're in San Diego
Ooh, well, better
today.
than being in Boston. It was 30 degrees this morning. Ugh. So I'm towing my feet right now. I've been watching soccer for 2 hours here with the kiddos, and I thought I was going to get frostbite.
We're getting ready to go to a baseball practice, basketball game, and then a Halloween gathering.
Well, nice, very nice.
Doing fabulous. I tell you what, we are in Tucson. I
Yeah.
went to the largest observatory in the world. It
Uh-huh.
was unbelievable when you see we're not alone in the world.
Well, yeah, there's a lot more out there, but I hope we're alone.
Yeah, well, no, but just the vastness of our what God's
Yeah.
created. It was unbelievable,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was able to do walking that I wasn't able to walk before.
Wow, that's awesome. Awesome. Well, 30 pounds in 21 days.
No, it's 31 pounds. When I was in
Oh,
Tucson, I went to Best Buy to test out a scale, and I got my measurement there. So 31
wow.
pounds in 21 days.
Now that's 31 pounds, and you had clothes on.
Yes.
Well,
Take
okay.
the pound
So
off.
great.
Two or
Yeah.
three.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. We're very proud of you.
Yep. 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 Okay. When more
Okay.
people, Al, I'm probably not going to be on the full time, but so I'm
Okay.
gonna make you host.
Okay, that sounds good. I can do that. And can you tell? Let me see. Who else do we got here?
I don't see Richard yet.
Okay. Um, do you have the new video?
I just saw it that you posted it in.
Yeah. I would have loved to show it, but it is definitely posted. And Steph, I also posted it on the EPAC uh, as well. So you have the actual video. So if people want to download it and share it, you have it there already.
Right. Okay. I haven't seen
Um,
it yet. I've just come in. Thank you.
okay.
That's
Has
great.
that gone through compliance, Al?
You know what? That's a good question. I imagine it had because we went to the first round, and I know Richard and the team, as they did the next interviews with Landon and with Eddie, because we redid Eddie's. It was all based on the compliance guidelines that Richard got from Aaron. So, hey, there's Richard. So maybe Richard can say more about that.
I just did
Richard, I'm making.
I did the final edits about an hour ago. It's in the hands of the video editor. He
Okay.
is working like around the clock because he knows it's like a month late. And I expect we'll have something Monday.
Yeah. So we do have the version that you put out there, and
Well,
that
I only
version.
put that out there to you and Vita to not give to anyone.
Oh, okay. Well, we did not understand that. So
Uh,
it's good to know. So this is for the inner circle only. All right.
yeah,
So
right.
Lydia,
Yeah. Oh, I
good
forgot. This is
question.
network marketing. Oh, yeah. Inner circle,
No, yeah,
confidentiality.
we're different. We're different. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're different.
Manitech, you guys have integrity. I get it.
Yeah, we do. There you go. That's how I would say it. So then everybody just get have a chance to look at it. By the way, Richard, it's awesome. I have to say that second version is really really good.
Yeah,
I
thank you.
think, yeah, I think Landon's input was great,
Yep.
and I think Eddie's, was right on point, and it flows. I don't know, for some reason I found it to flow better than the first one, the first version. So congrats to the team. It was really well done. So it's gonna definitely be the right video, the right second video to get people really in the program. I know we're at the top of the hour, and we have Richard today, so I think we're gonna just go really quick. The first round here is just, let's talk about our wins this week. Now, before we do that, can I tell you guys, number one, I'm extremely proud of everybody. Not only you've taken this to heart, but you are showing through a personal leadership that you are in this thing. You are showing up big, and the buzz that's been created, I hope you feel it. It's the kind of buzz that I would say Richard and I, when we see this, we know big things are coming. I know somebody's probably got their audio on. I can't tell who it is because I'm on a phone. So I'm going to ask everybody, please check and mute yourself. Please check and mute yourself. Uh,
Al, but there, she just muted.
Lydia, can you
oh,
mute everybody and then unmute Al and I?
Well, I've already moved the host to Al, so
okay.
I'm not going to
All
be on
right.
the full thing.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we got it.
We got it. Okay. So I really do feel like Richard, I know you've seen this before. I've seen this before. When you start creating this kind of buzz, that's the start of something big. Now, what we're going to focus on is how we're going to leverage all this buzz, how we're going to leverage your personal stories into what I would call, a sales funnel, so that we now take this experience that everybody's having and extend it into, sales. Because that's, at the end of the day, we all want to feel better, but we also want to make sure that from a business point of view, that we're using this to scale our businesses. But I'm gonna, those of you who want to jump on, and as you share a little bit on your stories, your victories, I think love to hear if anybody here is actually starting to convert that personal story into a sales process. But definitely, and I think I would say this to our European folks that are on, you guys have been a major addition to this process, and I want to make sure we acknowledge that. And I want to let you guys know next Monday we will have our liver reset call. I got both Rose and Eddie jumping on, and I'll be hosting. That will be my last time hosting, and then we'll turn this over back to you guys, and then we will start having more of a local flair to it. So we'll be looking for European leaders to be jumping on and kind of leading the way on this. But you are doing great. I mean, and you're bringing in a lot of really valuable input to this process, and I'm really proud of you all. Obviously, while we still have Lydia on, I want to congratulate Lydia for her personal leadership as well, because now 31 pounds in 21 days. Whenever I tell her story, I just had a chance in the last couple of days to really talk a lot about the liver reset outside of the circle. Your story, Lydia, is definitely one that is very impactful. So we really appreciate that.
Hey, Al, let me share something else with you. So we had Mary Jo do a video on Facebook. She's talking about she's turning 70. She's lost 13 pounds to the 21-day reset. One of her classmates, who happens to live in Tucson, sent her I want some information about it. We send her stuff. She never got the email, but when we were down there, we stopped to see them. We were there for like 2 hours. An hour and 45 minutes of it was just personal catching up. 15 minutes was the cleanse, and I gave her the cleanse guidebook.
Mhm.
At 3:30 the next morning, I get a message that she signed up.
Okay, so that's the kind of stories we're looking for. And I
Mhm.
know, Richard, you're probably going to be spending a bit of time in this. How do we turn this into a funnel? But yeah, I mean, I think that makes total sense. So congratulations. And I
Yeah.
know this is not the first time you
No.
had that happen in Dallas as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
when somebody just drove up to the house to get the products because you didn't even
Never
want
asked
to
the
wait.
cost. And she never even asked
It
the
never.
price of it. I was going. And so it's really cool. And the other thing that I'm seeing that's really attracting people, when I show people my difference in my sleep.
Yeah.
What are you using to do that, Lydia? You got
I use, because I wear an
Oura
Apple
ring?
Watch, I monitor
Okay.
my sleep every night. I've been doing it before I started a 21-day cleanse. And then during the cleanse, I went from waking up 9 to 10 times a night to waking up 2 times.
Great.
So, I mean, I have the
Yeah. So
visual proof of it. And
I want to pile on to what Al's saying about how well you guys are doing. Like, one of the things we're monitoring is the reset kit sales, the bundles by team. And I would have expected that the Latino team was leading the way with selling these bundles because they created it. They have all the momentum. They dominate the chat. Guess which team crushes them in sales of the bundle? You. You guys are leading the way in the reset.
awesome.
totally. Yeah.
Yeah, and sales aren't where we thought they would be, and they're not where we want them to be. But that was like, hey, wow. Because we know the Latino group is going to catch up. They have a great passion for this. They have all kinds of momentum. But when it comes to actual, like Lydia's story, and she signed up and bought the bundle, you guys are crushing it. And so use that as an affirmation for, hey, this is working. This is an opportunity. As Al will tell you, there's very few opportunities come along in your network marketing career where you can ride a wave. Usually what
Yeah.
networkers are doing is they're creating their own wave inside a stagnant company. If they're successful, they create some kind of initiative, some kind of vision, some kind of strategy, and they create their own momentum, but it's inside a stagnant company. And you have an opportunity now to ride a big wave, like get up on top and ride that wave. And all you have to do is, I don't know, probably not a lot of surfers in here, but I do hold the Guinness World Book of Records for the oldest, fattest guy to ever learn how to surf in the world.
Okay. Okay. Is that certified, Richard? Is that certified?
And one of the things you got to do is you got to first pick your wave, and that's a whole art, right? And you guys are kind of doing that, right? You're in Manatech, you pick that wave, and now you've been paying attention, and you're picking the wave of the reset. But when you pick your wave, you know what you have to do to get on top and surf it? You got to paddle like hell. I mean, like, otherwise the wave leaves you behind. And
Yeah. Well,
that's the opportunity you have right now is paddle like hell and catch this wave because it's working. And this is where you can create your momentum. And if you look at all network marketers' career that have rank, even everybody in Manatech that have rank, I'm talking about like presidential kind of rank, and maybe they've been at it for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. You could go back and find that they got their rank in about a 2-year run. Always.
yeah.
And the people that like rise to the total top, well, they maybe just extended that to a 5-year run or maybe some other time in their career, they figured out how to do another 2-year run. It is absolutely mind-blowing what you can create in a short period of time if you get after it. And almost every network marketer's career that's long, like 30 years, they only have maybe 2 or 3 sprints in that whole 30 years that results in all of their income. And the rest of the time, they're just looking for another wave.
Yeah. And Richard, talking about wave, I know it sounds good when you hear Richard say it. It sounds good when you hear me say it. It may almost sound like we're trying to motivate you, guys. I don't know why. It's probably the algorithm, and because we're talking so much about the reset. I am getting so much stuff that's related about to the liver on Instagram and on Facebook and on TikTok like I had never seen before. So we're not the only ones that have really picked up on this liver story, but it's all over the place. And it is always a 21 day, a 28 day. It's right in line the things we're saying, but most of these people are just trying to sell you kind of a silver bullet, a product. Now some of them are doing programs, Richard. I mean, they really have this really lengthy questionnaire. What benefits do you want? What's your age? How many pounds you want to lose? And then eventually you're spending $50 to $100 a month to be on their program, right? And guess what they're missing? I just posted something on the reset groups that you need to pay attention to because this is our key differentiator.
Glycans.
What do you think we're missing? The glycans.
Yep.
The glycans. None of them have the glycans. And Richard, the glycan story now makes sense, right? Because in this context, you actually know, you can actually feel what these glycans are going to do for you, because it's not just a simple cell-to-cell communication story. It's now a process of how to eliminate the toxins, how to activate your macrophage, your macrophage that's going to actually go after these elements and destroy them. It's about binding heavy metals and binding these toxins to help in the elimination. So you now know there's a mechanism of action that actually is happening to make your detox be successful. And maybe the reason why it is so successful with most of you guys, because I bet you there's not a lot of programs out there that can say somebody lost 31 pounds in 21 days. Not at all.
No.
I'm not seeing that because, Richard, if it was happening, somebody would be putting those testimonials all over the place. You don't get those testimonials. But you get people who are trying to sell you on some program that you got to pay every month for, or they're trying to sell you on some products. It's not a holistic approach like we have. And frankly, we're taking all in the last couple of months. I know you know this, Richard, because you were talking to Landon. I was talking to Landon. We're going to take all this information, all these questions, all these answers, all these things that is going on into the community, feed it into agentic AI, and create, the next moderators of our chats, and it's going to be incredibly powerful, and it's going to become really a part of who we are as a company. So it is truly a wave, and that means, let's figure out what paddling like crazy, what Richard just talked about, what does that look like? What do we have to do next in order to make sure that you're not standing watching that wave just go and taking everybody there? So I want to take a few minutes if there's any other success stories, and then, and go ahead, Richard.
Well, I want to tell you what it looks like to paddle like hell right now.
Okay, let's go.
One, the core of all network marketers ability to promote and grow and influence and generate volume is your own story. So if you don't have a powerful 21-day reset story, go get one. That's job one. Like, you know, look, wouldn't you like to be Lydia right now? Right? Wouldn't you like to be able to craft her story on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok? Or just sit down with somebody and say, let me tell you what happened to me, or look like her. You notice, like, Lydia, where'd you go? You get too many people.
No, they had to jump out.
Okay.
No, she had to jump out because they
Did you
got
see
a
how
bunch of stuff.
cute Lydia looks this morning? Like she's all dolled up, right? She's got
And
makeup
her skin looks amazing.
Yeah, but she's got makeup on, right? She's looking totally different. Why? Because she feels awesome about herself, right? So she's throwing gas on that fire. And wouldn't you like to have her story? You can have your own story. You don't need 31 pounds. You know, anything around the 10-pound mark gets everybody's attention because how many people have that stubborn 10 pounds? Surely, you know, I'm like, you know, there's some people that I don't know what you're going to get. Get sleep or something because not everybody needs to lose weight, right? But get a great story. And then, like Al said, there is so much going on right now. We all need to be studying, Googling, chat searching, everything we can learn about the liver, about the toxic load in our food supply, our water supply, our air supply, what effect that's having on the liver, what effect the liver's toxicity has on our sleep, on our mental clarity, on our energy, on chronic disease. We all need to be studying all that, right? Because I want you to think of that like the top of the funnel. This is you as a marketer. This is like your funnel. The top of the funnel is not prospects. That's a different funnel. I'm talking about your marketing funnel as you as a marketer. What you need to put in the top is information. Information that inspires you, that gives you things to talk about with people. And, you know, as long as you're not being recorded on Zoom or audio, or as long as you're not on social media, you know, you just go ahead and just have a free First Amendment conversation. Because if it's not recorded, it's not evidence, right? So just like go for it. And where are you going to get all that information? Study. Just, you know, you should spend like a half hour a day just playing with chat. Just, hey, tell me about, you know, what's a liver transplant cost? You know, show me a chart about the cost of liver transplants in every country in the world and how many of them are there in every country in the world. And, you know, what leads to, you know, liver failure? And, you know, how much plastic is there in the world? And where is the plastic? Do you know that there's plastic? Like they can find plastic now in every fetus. Every fetus has plastic in its blood supply. There's now plastic in every remote part of the world. The most pristine, clean, remote, highest mountaintop in the most remote part of the world, there's plastic. And it's almost all comes from tire dust. Did you know that tires is the #1 source of plastic pollution in the world? Tires. Billions and billions of tires every day running down the pavement, grinding away. That dust gets into the air, goes everywhere. That's way more than air pollution. It's way more than plastic bottles. It's tires. And this is creating an immense toxic load. Have you watched the documentary Stink yet? STINK, YouTube. Watch it. Watch it over and over again. It's going to blow your mind about how the government, the US government, because of lobbyists from the chemical industry, empowers chemical companies to use thousands of chemicals that have never been tested for toxicity. And they don't even have to tell you what they are when they put them in a product. All they have to call them is fragrance. So when you see lemon fragrance, That's about 17 different toxic chemicals that have never been tested. They're not approved anywhere else in the world. You can't get those chemicals in Europe. There's only 8 on the list in Europe that, are approved, and there's like 11,000 in the United States. And when a fragrance lab wants to create fresh lemon scent, they just put together like 9, 11, 15, 21 different chemicals until it smells like lemon. Right? And where's that odor go? It goes right into your nose, right? And then where does it go from your nose? Right into your bloodstream, right into your brain, just like that. It's like cocaine, right? Why do people snort cocaine? Because it goes right to their brain immediately. That's what we're doing every day in our homes. Do an audit of your home. Go through your house and look at every personal care product that you put on your face and your body. Look at everything under your bathroom and kitchen sink. Look at everything in your house that has fragrance, that has or your laundry softener that has, the fresh scent of whatever, meadow flowers for your laundry. That's 17 different toxic chemicals. Most of them are endocrinic disruptors, which means they screw with your hormones big time. And when don't you need your hormones screwed with, ladies? When you're like 11, 12, 13, 14 years old. Or if you're pregnant and you're nurturing a new baby in your womb. You don't need hormonal disruptors in your system. Why? Because it has you birth babies with hormonal disruptions. It's all bad news, folks. And all of this comes right down to the liver in the body. In the next video, you see the full-length video, you'll see a picture of a home HVAC unit, the air conditioning unit's air filter. You ever pulled an air filter out of your air conditioning unit in your house that, is like been in there for 5 years? Oh my God, disgusting times a million. And that's what we're breathing every day. The liver is the filter. And all these toxins that come into body, they get filtered by the liver. One very delicate organ. We don't get 2 like kidneys. We only get 1. And yes, it can heal itself, but it only can heal itself if you back off on the toxic load. Then it has the energy to regenerate, to cleanse, to dump. It can't dump the load if we keep the load on. That's what the liver cleanse is all about. Other people doing it? Yeah, they're all over the place. I'm on my own 21-day cleanse, I don't need Manitex. I got this. Check this out. How come I can't? Let me turn that stupid background off. You got to check this out. Look at this. I don't need Manitech. I got dose for my liver. 8 servings. Let me read to you what it says. Every dose is a step towards more balanced you. Our delicious blend of turmeric and milk thistle regulates the body and helps maintain long-term liver health. Learn more at dosedaily.co. I don't know how much this is, but it was like at the checkout stand at Sprouts the other day. And I said, I got to check this out, right? This is pretty cool marketing, pretty cool packaging. And what do these people know about liver cleanses, about the liver that I don't know? That's why I bought it. Will I drink it? Yeah, I probably will. Why not? It's got milk thistle in it. We need to be studying, right? That's what you dump in the top of your funnel. And then here's how you shake it down. How you shake it down is by practicing speaking about that information in such a way that you create demand. So most of the time people think, the way I'm going to sell something like the liver cleanse is I'm going to talk about, the glycans, and I'm going to talk about, the liver cleanse and all the things that you do in the liver cleanse. No, that's not how you sell the liver cleanse. How you sell the liver cleanse is by selling the problem. So you can talk all day long about how great our liver cleanse is, but if you're speaking to somebody who's not aware of the problem, they don't care. Right? You just sound like somebody marketing something for $400. You want to get somebody to pay attention? Educate the crap out of them on the problem. And if they say no or not now, how do you follow up on them? Not by telling them about the liver cleanse over and over again. Tell them about the problem over and over again. Put them on a mailing list where once a week you drop them something about the toxic load in our environment and how it all goes through this little delicate organ that costs $1 million to get a new one. Over and over and over and over again. That's how you get people to go, oh my God, this is a huge problem. Here's a stat. Go find this stat. I've seen it. I don't remember what it is. But you would think with all the environmental stuff that we produce less plastic today than we did 20 years ago. Less plastic bottles, less plastic pollution. You would think, right? All the environmental, no, way more. Way more in 2025 than 24, than 23, than 22. Our production of plastic goes like this. 8.1 billion people on the planet, and we're all consuming plastic. Do this little experiment. Just pay attention to how much plastic you throw away every day, every week. Take a picture of it or pile it up in a container. That's just you, one human being, times 8.1 billion. Why do we do it? Well, because you can't even live without processing plastic. You can't eat food. You can't go buy something on Amazon. It's all coming in plastic. And that's not going away, right? You can have all the environmental marches in the world. It's not going away. Why? Because it's all money driven. So just keep getting a bunch of stats like that. Keep putting into the top of your funnel knowledge, and then shake it out with organizing that knowledge in conversations that get people's attention. Like organize the knowledge thinking, okay, how could I take this tidbit that I just got and have somebody want to engage in a conversation with me about it? And maybe think visuals. This is a long time ago, but saccharin. So the marketers of saccharin, this is probably 40 years ago when it first came out. Of course, they got a lot of heat because it killed some mice. It gave mice cancer, right? So there was all this bad publicity about saccharin. But the marketers of saccharin, they understood marketing. So what they did is they took the test results from the mice getting cancer and how much saccharin the mice ingested to get cancer. And then they extrapolated that into a pile of saccharin packets, little paper packets. And they took a picture of it. And it was the size of a giant room, like 15 feet high, 30 feet by 30 feet, giant pile of saccharin. And the ad said, if you eat this much saccharin in a year, you might die. So people went, oh, well, of course, if you drank that much water, you might die, right? So people get, oh, that's stupid. All that science about saccharin is stupid, right? I'm never going to eat that much saccharin. So every time the anti-saccharin people came out, the audience would just laugh at them. So they took a visual, right? So here's a visual. You guys go do some research, practice, give this to AI, see what you come up with. Let's have a contest. Who can come up with the best one? You got the visual is every tire on the road in the world. How many are there? Just ask chat. They can figure it out. 8.1 billion people, almost all of them got 2 cars. Everybody driving all day long, 4 tires on each car. How many tires are there? And then show that graphically somehow, which would be a pile of tires 100 feet high that covered the entire United States, filtered by this one little fragile organ that, if you don't take care of it, costs you $1 million to replace, or your life. This is how you market the 21-day reset. And then you just add to it testimonials. You know what? People don't care how this works. They don't care why it works. They don't care what's in it. They actually don't even care about glycans. You know what they care about? Does it work? Can I do it? And the most important—
Will you help me?
Yeah. The most
Will you
important
help me?
piece of marketing we have are our testimonials in our community. Look at all these people that are doing it, and they're so excited about doing it, and they're getting results. So if you guys like get on that bandwagon and create your own funnel of information and shake it down with organizing that information into marketing conversations, and then add to it the testimonials, like you need to be gathering every testimonial that this whole thing creates. We're going to create a platform for that, but you need to be learning all those stories, keeping all those stories, do it by occupation. What does this person do for a living that did the reset? What were their results? Do it by where people live. Those are 2 things that people associate with. If somebody has the same occupation as me, they're like me. If they live where I live, they're like me. If they're old and female, they're like me. So, like, learn those testimonials. And then any of you that have a testimonial, anything where you can say, you know, before the cleanse, I felt like this. After the cleanse, I feel like this. And it's profound. It's remarkable. And here's some data. I lost 7 pounds. I lost 5 pounds. I lost 15 pounds. I used to not sleep more than 5 hours a night. Now I'm sleeping 10. I'm using my Apple Watch, and I used to get a score of 6.2. Now I have a score of 8.9. Any kind of data and any kind of profound testimonial, let me know what it is. We'll schedule you for a recording. And what we're going to start adding to all of this marketing is, right now we have like 8, and I think they're all Latino testimonials. Well, we need 80 from the whole cross section of America and the world. And then we just keep creating these videos of testimonials after testimonials after testimonials. And then you can just grab those and send them to people. Time for you to go to work, not just prospecting. 4 people a day. You got to ask 4 people a day to watch that sizzle video. If you want to paddle like hell, ask 4 people a day to watch that sizzle video. Just send it to them. Send it to them through the Hustle app so you can keep track of it.
That's Manago. So just if people are wondering.
Manago. This is your time, folks. This is Manitech's time. It's really only had, 2 errors. Had the first 10 years, wild, wild, wild west. I mean, Katie bar the door, nutso growth. Crazy. I remember meeting Brian Bumpus and Sam Castor in my hometown, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, whatever 30 years ago was, probably late 90s. They had like 500 people at the Coeur d'Alene resort. I knew them both, so I went and chatted with them for a bit. But I just listening to their stories about what's going on in Manitech. And, I had my little company that was like grinding away, and they did like $100 million their first year in business. And I thought, oh my God. that growth period and this growth period. And those of you that have been hanging around for 20 years, you deserve this. This is your time. Take advantage. Paddle like hell. Not a lot of perfect waves out there. Okay, anybody want to coach? Like you're stuck, Amanda?
I'm not stuck, but I'd like to share.
Sure.
Okay, so this has gone crazy in my business. I'm telling you, this is my list of people that I've already are on and who's coming on. And I'm starting to get my high school buddies because I'm doing those videos and they're seeing them. And that was 50 years ago, my high school buddies, or 60 years ago. So we've got Angie on, Lisa, Melanie Otta, Val, Jackie Cade, Tiffany, my kids Darcy and Kater come on. Danelda's ordered 2 kits for her family. Then there's Lillian and Olga's whole team, whatever's going on there, they're going like crazy. High school buddies that are wanting, they're just away or somewhere, Leonie and Judy Campbell, Clarissa, it's gone crazy. And all these people are starting to share with other people too. All my Manitechers that have not done anything in decades are now sharing with people. And I just want to let you know an idea that I've got. I'm meeting with my the girl that created my website, and I'm rebranding myself as a 21-day liver reset. That's going to be my branding. And so it's just
Good.
an idea for all of you because I'm getting all this activity from the videos I've been doing. And that's where we're going to go. So I just wanted to share because I'm just on fire. And
So, Amanda, are you putting your videos on Facebook or where are you producing them?
I'm putting them on Facebook and then they go automatically to Instagram.
Okay, good. So
But I've got a LinkedIn one, and I was working with Mary Jo and Lydia on this LinkedIn program,
okay,
but I'm going to
stop for a
switch
second.
that over
Don't
to.
go that direction. I want to stay where I'm going here.
Oh,
So
sorry.
you put them on Facebook. Is everybody here connected with Amanda on Facebook?
Probably.
If you're not, connect with Amanda on Facebook. Amanda, can you put in the chat your Facebook link?
I don't even know how to do that. Just
Go to Facebook and just find your profile and then copy the link, like right
The
click
URL.
up top.
Yeah.
Post it in the chat. Okay, you guys, every one of you. Now you're going to do this for each other. So we're just going to practice with Amanda because she's leading the way here with stories. But Lydia, I'm sure, do this for Lydia. You guys all go to Amanda's story. Go to her latest story. And you want to blow something up? Put a comment in her story. Send me information.
I'm really sorry. I don't know where to find my link.
Go to Facebook.
I'm in there.
Get off your phone. Phones are no good for business. You got a computer?
I'm on my computer with you guys.
Okay, just open a new window. Go down to Google or whatever you use, Safari.
Okay.
Open a new window, go to Facebook. At the very top is the Facebook address in the URL bar. Copy and paste it.
Yeah. And that's
it in
one
the
way. The other
chat.
way you
I put it in the
yeah.
chat.
Oh, somebody did it already.
I did it.
Oh, I
did it
see.
too.
It's just my name with a dot in between. Amanda.Latrell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
That's okay.
But Amanda, if you go to whatever post you've done and you do share, it's going to give you a choice to actually pick up the link. It will say, how do you want to share it? You just copy link, and then it will take people directly to the post that you just did. I think Richard, last week I did recommend to everybody to do that, but with a different twist, which is grab that link or even grab a screenshot of anybody's testimonial, put it into yours and say, hey, I want to congratulate my friend so and so who just, and then paste that that testimonial, and then repeat it. You know, my friend so and so, and who just lost. You know, so let's say it's Lydia. Well, hey, let's go to Lydia's thing. You know, pick up that link and put it in there. Say, but I wanna, you know, I wanna congratulate my good friend Lydia, who just lost 31 pounds in this 21-day reset. I am so excited. Can't wait for me to start. Let me know if you want more information or DM me for more information. But if we start doing that about everybody,
Yeah. Blow it
we
up.
are going to create insane buzz,
Okay,
right? So what Richard is saying here is right on. And this is the best way the community, you can time 10 the buzz that we have. If every one of you start taking some of these, I mean, 10 times in a row, but at least every couple of days, hey, I want to congratulate this one. I want to congratulate that one. You know, so that way, I mean, you're going to get people's curiosity. I assure you, guarantee you, you're going to get somebody's curiosity about what did your friend do? Because
oh,
it feels almost more. Yeah, go
can I
ahead.
ask you, okay, so let's say I make a video. What do you want me to do with it? Share it to who?
No, he's saying,
So
Amanda, grab Lydia's video,
Oh, okay.
post it on your page, and congratulate her. I just want to congratulate my friend for losing 31 pounds
Okay,
in her 21-day reset program.
got
So
it.
you're cross-pollinating each other's stories. You're also cross-pollinating by whenever any of you post a story of your own on any of your social media, the rest of you pile on in the
pile on,
comments,
yes.
because the more comments there are, the more Facebook will show it to a wider audience. If you post a story and get 5 comments, they'll show it to maybe 500 people. If you get 50 comments, they'll show it to 50,000 people.
Wow.
The people that are outside, they're not your friends. They're outside your circle. Now you're marketing with credibility to people outside your friend circle. And it all has to do with how many people comment.
Love it.
And, you know, you may not ethically like this idea. It's borderline for me, but, you know, if you put in the comments, send me information, the people looking at that are going, oh my gosh, all these people are asking for information.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll ask for information.
It's the funnest, easiest thing I've ever done in my business in 30 years, you guys. That's all I can tell you. It's just fun.
Yeah.
And
Well, successful
another little thing
is
is I
fun.
just had a birthday, and so I had like 93 people that commented. So I went back to every single one of them to say thank you and blah, blah, blah. And it really was for business. So
Yeah.
it's just, yeah, great,
Good.
great. I've got a new thing to do now. That's perfect. Thank you.
Great. All right. Anybody up for coaching or have a success story? Tina, Tiny.
Now maybe I have to see Tiny Tini. I am Tini from Netherlands.
Teeny from the Netherlands.
Whoa.
What's up?
Well, I met you in Dallas last April. But I am on my 6th day now. And I just posted on Facebook that in 5 days, I lost 4 kilos.
4 kilos is
Wow.
9 pounds.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
9 pounds. Yeah, 9
Okay.
pounds.
So everybody go to Tiny's Facebook and pile on. At least congratulate her. Like all of you. Like there's 34
All of
people here. If 34 people go to
Tini.
Tiny's,
Tini.
Tini.
Tiny's,
Tini.
I have a hard time with that name, right? Is that really her name?
Well,
If
maybe
34
you can
people
say-
comment, congratulations. I don't care if you put send me information, but if you just put congratulations, my gosh, it's going to blow up for her.
Great. I
Yeah.
just did it with Amanda.
Oh, good. Excellent.
So,
Come on, you can all do this,
So-
right? 34 of you.
Yeah. So, Richard, what we were actually, Rose and I were just talking about this, and we were going to teach this next week. So you're just right on. It's basically not only it's a number of people, but it's a timing as well. It's a timing. So we're going to start thinking about picking some times that you actually post, and as soon as you post, you put it into the community. I just posted,
Yeah.
and give them the link, and we all, as Richard said, we all pile on at the same time, and the algorithm is going to go crazy. I don't know if you heard what Richard is saying. The algorithm will share your stuff outside of your own circle. Now you are getting the equivalent of actually boosting your post with money, but you're doing it just by using the algorithm. And yes, folks, we are manipulating the algorithm to to create bigger outcomes, and that's fine because you have been manipulated
Yeah.
all this time by the algorithm. It's time we manipulate the algorithm to our benefit. So folks, this is kind of almost like our next phase, because you have been really good at putting your stuff on the community, but the community is only seen by the community. So we are, we're talking to ourselves. We need to start talking to the world.
Yeah.
And so that's one way to do that. So get comfortable with you post, find the share button on that post, click on it. It's going to give you the option to save a link, to pick up your link to your post, put that immediately in the community. And guys, be aware, as soon as it hits, you want to click on it, go in there, congratulate them. And I like what Rich is saying. Ask for information. Tell me more. How did you do something like this? I've been trying to lose weight, for the last 30 years. I've never had this kind of results. Tell me more. Tell me more. If everybody's asking for more, then the people that are outside your circle, guess what they're going to be doing? They're going to be asking you for more information. So you're going to get free leads, guys. Compliments of Facebook.
A question,
Tiny,
where's the
Tiny, put your
community?
link. Tiny, put your link in the chat so everybody can go to your Facebook.
When Al is saying the community, Al, do you mean like Manatech North America, or where do you want us to do that?
No, in the
No,
WhatsApp group.
no. Put in the WhatsApp, because
Okay,
everybody is very tuned into the WhatsApp.
okay, thank
And
you.
by the way, I don't know about you, but for marketing purposes, I would put my notification on for the WhatsApp. So every time somebody does something in the community, you get notified. I know it's driving Landon crazy, but he loves it because he can see the buzz because he's got notification on, and so do I. I see everything that comes through, from the chat, and you can tell. I can jump on, and you say, how does he know? Well, because when you post, I see it immediately. It comes on my phone. So, guys, now we're going to phase 2, which is we want to accelerate the buzz, which that's good for the program, but now you want to personally create a tangible benefit. Now, like I said, you can also go in the WhatsApp itself, and you can take a screenshot of any of the testimonials that have been put in there, and immediately take that screenshot, take that picture, post it, and say, I want to congratulate so and so. And by the way, if we're going to help each other, do an act. Try to tag the person, so then they're going to get extra traffic as well. You get traffic, they get traffic. Guys, we can amplify everybody's traffic if we do this, because we now have something we really haven't had ever in Manatech. We actually truly have now an ATM system through our WhatsApp community. It's working, right? Do you feel it? It's working. I mean, it's it's got a buzz. So now we're going into the how do you leverage that to build your business? Let's be intentional. Then you're hearing from Richard, you're hearing from me. Let's go build intentionally. Don't wait until somebody just falls in your net. Go spread the net. Because right now, if a lot of you, I can see, if somebody asks you, you're ready to tell them, but you need to spread the net, not just wait for them to just get into your net, if that makes sense.
Let me tell you guys a story. Go ahead, Al. Finish up.
No, I was going to say, Amanda, you just did something that, it's what we taught last week. Make sure you have these people on a list, a good old-fashioned list of these are the people I'm going to be reaching out next week. How many people are on your list for next week? How many people are you going to talk to next week intentionally? You're going to target them intentionally so that you are now in the sale mode. I know, call it share mode, whatever, but you are intentionally taking your story to these people because they're on your list. You have a list. That's the first part of the intention. Go ahead, Richard.
I was just going to tell you a story about this reach. About a month ago, I did a post on my business page. If you want to see it, you can go look at it. Richard Brook, Facebook, it's not my personal page, it's my business page. And it's about the history of Avon. I just put a picture up of the founders of Avon, and I put something about, blah, blah, blah. And then I asked, anybody here ever been an Avon representative or anybody here regularly buy Avon? And I got over 3,000 comments and over 300 shares.
Wow.
And so I went and looked at the analytics of it, or my marketing guy did, and he said, here's the cool thing about that post. 80% of the people that commented are not on your fan page. They're not your fans. They've never seen you before. They've never heard of you before. 80%. And I have like 60,000 people on that page. That's all algorithm. And why did that one work? I'm not really sure, other than there's a lot more Avon ladies that are active than I ever imagined. I mean, there's so many people posted on there. I've been selling Avon for 50 years. Really? Yep. But this is how you expand your reach, right? This is how you get more and more and more people. And it doesn't matter that maybe you've maxed out at 5,000 friends on your personal page. Even if they can't be your friend, they can follow you on Facebook. And so, the cool thing about social media is you may only, the average person knows 250 people really well, because that's how many people they want to invite to their wedding if they could afford it, or how many want to go to their funeral if they could afford it and it was convenient. And that's kind of the limiting factor of old school network marketing, which is why Al and I spent a lot of our career haranguing people in parking lots or shopping malls or airports, right?
Gas stations and 7-Elevens.
Right, wherever. And but with social media, you have 8.1 billion people you can have access to. I mean, all you got to do is go on Facebook and click on groups, and then go up in the chat bar and put in liver cleanse. I haven't done it, but do it right now if you're close to Facebook. Go to groups on the left-hand side, go to the search bar, type in liver cleanse. I know what's going to pop up is at least 3 or 4 or 5 groups on Facebook. Some of them are going to have tens of thousands of people in them. What is that? That is a 24/7, 365 day a week global convention of people who are very, very interested in liver cleanses. And when you joined the group, you just showed up at the convention. And this isn't about posting stuff. This is about you're now in a convention center. And I don't know, what's the biggest liver type cleanse? You might have to bounce around with a couple of different things about liver or any kind of cleanse. What's the biggest group you found?
20,000.
There you go. So you're what do you do now? Well, you just kind of wander around the convention and there's 20,000 people there and you're like, hi, my name's Steph. What's your name? Right now, how do you do that? Just follow the comments to the posts, comment, target your comments to individual people like, oh, Steph, I really appreciated what you had to say about, but put that in the comments. Start conversations. See where they go. If they don't go anywhere, great. That's like, you meet somebody and you ask them a couple questions and they just ignore you. Great, move on. Start conversations, meet people, see where it goes. Through that technique, folks, you have access to an unlimited number of people in your warm market. If you spend 15 minutes a day meeting people, chatting it up with them, you say, well, when do I tell them about Manatech? When they ask you to. When the conversation evolves to where they ask you something or they tell you something about the reason, like a great question I would ask people is, why are you in this group? Man, can you imagine what people are going to tell you about why they're in that group? Because, I just know that the liver is the most fragile, most important organ in the body. Have you ever done any liver cleanses? Yeah. Which ones have you done? What were the results that you have? What do you recommend? You keep asking people like that, questions like that, they're going to ask you, why are you in this group? Well, because I'm part of a 21-day liver cleanse. It's like working like crazy for people. And I'm just studying liver cleansing, biology. I'm just here to learn. And so
Richard,
they're going to say, well, what's your cleanse? Send me your cleanse.
Richard, this might be a good place to go. Hey, you know what? The reason I got in the group because I just found out one of my friends just lost 31 pounds in her cleanse. I'm investigating cleanses because now I'm interested. And she's gonna go, what cleanse is she doing? Well, I think she's doing this 21-day liver reset. Really? Yeah, I'm getting more information. Would you like me to?
You can be sneaky like Al and I are, or at least maybe not. We're not anymore, but we were so out there in the world trying to find kernels of corn that we probably like broadened our ethics a little bit. You don't have to be, right? You can just get in there and say, hey, I'm in this group because I'm part of the Manatech 21-day liver cleanse, and I'm looking for people that are looking for a liver cleanse. You're going to get people to say, what do you got? Why are they going to ask you that?
Yeah.
Because they're in a cotton picking Facebook group about liver cleanses. I mean, that's like, going to a national convention of people who are looking to buy, vintage Volkswagen Bugs, and you sell vintage Volkswagen Bugs. How can you not win? I got to go.
All right. You going back surfing? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. I try to, at least once a week, try to get some waves in. I'm actually at my ranch and I got to go stack firewood. See you guys next
All right.
Saturday.
Well, thank you, Richard.
Yeah.
Hey, I had a question for Shane. Shane,